everybody, T4 here with, sort of a rant, but not really. Well, just call it a rant, I guess. Today's rant is going to be about, well, like I said, it's not really much of a rant nor it's a vlog, but it's just speaking my thoughts about the whole Microsoft scenario and just my 2 cents on it. Before the reveal, I was kind of excited to see what Microsoft was going to do with their console. But before with the reveal, there was all these speculations and rumors about the DRM and the used game policies. And all we know was vague information that Microsoft didn't want to tell us anything about it. So we had to wait for the reveal. And it was very disappointing. There was only a few games announced, but it was mostly sports and Call of Duty Ghost. Other than that, it's to showcase some of the features in which it sounds cool and all. But all of that, but they use it mostly just for television. I really have no words for that to justify how badly executed it was. I really have no words for that. That's just how bad the reveal was. And if that wasn't bad enough, the E3 conference over at Microsoft. Oh dear. Where do I even begin? If you want to know my full general thoughts, go to the link below. It's under the user Super Funny Bros, whom made a video with some of the guests, including myself, speaking our thoughts about the 3 companies, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, on their E3 conferences. If you want to know my full thoughts, just go down there. But in a nutshell, Sony kicked the shit out of Microsoft. Badly. And the funny part was that the whole used game reveal, how they're not going to be charged or whatnot, wasn't even planned for the whole time. They just went with it. Not even, it wasn't even rehearsed at all for the conference. And people roared with thunderous applause. And pretty much at that point, Microsoft knew they fucked up. Really bad. In fact, I think, sales for both the PS4 and the Wii U spiked really high. The only thing I liked from the conference, I wasn't supposed to speak my full thoughts on it, but the only game that really interested me was Killer Instinct, and that was it. So which, I really need to speak my thoughts on something. We finally get a fucking Killer Instinct game, and what do I hear from these people? Microsoft's gonna fucking have everything. Rare's done or ruined. People, just don't fucking play the games. If you don't think that new Killer Instinct game is gonna be good, just try it out for yourself to see if it's really all that bad. And if you don't like it, just go fucking play the classic games. Just shut the fuck up about it. I'm sorry, but it just fucking pisses me off when people whine about petty shit. You're given a trailer in which it's something you've never fucking played before. Just, God. I can't stress that enough. I really can't. Which is another video I need to talk about for another day. But, one of the main reasons why I made this video, this one you're watching right now, is mainly because Microsoft had recently announced that the DRM and the used game policies on their console is completely lifted, which means you're not charged on used games like $20 fee or some bullshit, and you don't have to connect constantly just so you can play a offline or single player game. Yeah, it's official. You can even look at the link below and it'll tell you all about it in a nutshell. To which, congrats, my hat's off to them. But there is a small problem. Microsoft needs to gain their reputation back. Well, you see, Microsoft kind of screwed over a lot of their customers. And even with their announcement about the removal of DRM and the used game policy, not a lot of people are still going to be convinced to go back to the console anyway. The real question is, why would they want to implement those features in the first place? This whole thing wasn't to be needed to begin with. And there was also no reason to go through this petty that's not the word I'm looking for. This sorry excuse of a conference where they lied through their teeth about some of the game announcements. Some of them aren't even exclusives, just multi-platform games, and having some of their game demos run under an operating system of Windows 7. President of Microsoft, I could be wrong, he made a statement where if people don't have a constant internet connection, his response is, well, just get an Xbox 360. That's literally what he said. I cannot make this up. So, they kept hitting themselves over and over again with all of these mistakes. And I couldn't help but feel bad, but not feel apologetic to them because of all that stuff. They were about to pull some bullshit on us with the whole DRM and used games policy. And all of a sudden, they were like, oh, we decided to change our freaking minds at the last moment. But then again, it's better late than never. But I feel like they already lost some of their fans. Then again, when the PS3 was launched, they didn't have a lot of games, and some Sony fans were, not Sony fans, I'm sorry, PlayStation fans, were lost and went to other consoles, pretty much. So, I really hope that Microsoft can gain their reputation back in the industry as a whole. But, other than that, I really have nothing else to say. The only thing is that, let me think. For this year, I'm going to hold off from buying a console. I can't even get the Wii U because mainly I'm saving money for other purposes, like of other importance. Maybe next year. It depends. I know there's good games coming out for the PS4 and the Wii U as well, especially one or two games from Microsoft. I don't know. Like Killer Instinct, yes. But I'm still gonna hold off. I may get games for the 3DS. The software for it's really good, surprisingly. Glad I got it on launch day with all the ambassador games and whatnot. But I really have nothing else to say at this point. As for the rant on the Amy's Baking Company, it's hopefully going to be coming around in the next week or two, depending on what I'm doing for the time being. Trying to get everything set up for my college and some personal scenarios I got to deal with life and whatnot. And after the next rant, I'm going to be posting some miscellaneous videos for the next week or two. Until then, this is T4 saying have a nice day.